I push my fingers into my eyes. It's the only thing that slowly stops the ache. But it's made of all the things I have to take. Jesus never ends. It works its way inside. If the pain goes on. I've waited as my time's elapsed. Now all I do is live with so much fate. I've wished for this, I've bitched at that. I've left behind this little fact: you cannot kill what you did not create. I've gotta say what I've gotta say, and then I swear I'll go away. But I can't promise you'll enjoy the noise. I guess I'll save the best for last. My future seems like one big past. You're left with me cause you left me no choice. I push my fingers into my or separate the skin from bone. Leave me all the pieces, then you can leave me alone. Tell me the reality is better than the dream, but I found out the hard way. Nothing is what it seems. I push my fingers into my eyes. It's the only thing that slowly stops me. But it's made of all the things I have to take.
Welcome in everybody to round one of the GT1 Thunder Series tonight, live from Mid-Ohio Raceway, I'm going to call it. Joining me live in the comms box tonight is the one and only Thomas McEwen. Tomo, welcome in to a Tuesday night and that a brand new season of Kiwi Sim Racing Series.
It's good to be back for me, really. 2-week vacation for me. sitting up in Fiji with my legs up.
How good. Yes, of course, no racing for the last 2 weeks. Obviously, the 2-hour endurance series was going on for KSR, and mate, a bit too much for us on a Tuesday night, so we'll stick to just the short series. But this one, a bit different. Again, of course, KSR normally run about a 4 to 5 week series. This one gonna be run over 10 rounds, and we take a break midway through the season. So, like I think it was the TCRs last year, we're doing the same this year, but in the GT1s. And mate, what a class of car to have a 10-week series in.
And what a track list too. Like we go to Indy Motor, Road America, Spa, Silverstone, Le Mans, Fiji International, Phillip Island, and of course, round 1, Mid-Ohio.
Yeah, how good. Some entertaining tracks amongst that list, hopefully, anyway, as we sit here just checking out the qualifying situation at the moment. It is Ewan Baker who sits at the top of the timing charts, and I tell you what, there is not a lot between him and Maya Rose at the moment. Chuck and Carl Sampson, he is there or thereabouts as well, and Jamie Stovall as well. So to be fair, what do we got? The whole top 13 separated by a second, and basically the top 8 by half a second. So hopefully we're in for some good racing, and you never know, Tomo, will we get a lid skid in this series at any point?
Oh, these things might be too old for lid skids. They might just fall straight through the track if they go upside down.
Hey, if that happens, it happens. But yeah, you're certainly right.
I'd get behind it still.
Yeah, too right. I would as well. Hopefully we're coming across nice and clear. Everyone who's tuning in on this Tuesday night. Just a couple of minutes to go in the first qualifying session. Of course, tonight we're running this, what do they call it? Tomo, sprint
format, which is close to what we normally get.
Yeah, only the
sprint feature
format tonight. So only 2 races, of course, 20-minute sprint race, and then we go to the 35-minute feature race, and that'll wrap up our first round. And a few different formats, I believe, being used this round. You got the sprint round, which I think is going to be 3 races. Correct.
The triple sprint, which is like what we did. I want to say Super Formula Lights with a 15, 20, 20 minute sprint.
Yeah, quick fire races.
We've got a twin sprint, which is 2 28-minute ones. And of course, we get a top 8 for the triple, and then a top 12 for that last sprint.
Yeah, for the one tonight, isn't it? Top 12 invert for that feature race. So that'll mix the field up, and we generally know what happens once that invert happens. We see a fair bit of door panel action going on, that is for sure. We'll see if we see it tonight, but mate, looking forward to the series. It should provide some great racing. Of course, that 2-week break for the endurance series being smack in the middle. Just 30 seconds left now of qualifying. Of course, don't forget tomorrow night, NZiRL, that heads to Texas Speedway, I believe.
Yeah, Texas for the understeer 600.
Yeah, so that should be another interesting night ahead for the NZiRL Cup Series. I'm not even going to say too much to curse it at this early point. We're still a day away from it, but day one car that we checked out pre-race, Tomo, we'll bring it to you as the race gets underway. But Matt Town, he's out there in the field tonight, and he said he had an absolute ripper livery lined up for round 1 of the series. And I tell you what, we checked it out pre-race, and it's an absolute ripper. So
he's delivered.
Yeah, he certainly has, and we'll see how our grid looks for the first race tonight. I can't guarantee all the liveries are going to be uploaded, but let's see what happens. Off the front row, it will be Ewan Baker and Maya Rose. Go back to row 2, it'll be Carl Sampson and Jamie Stovold. From row 3, it'll be Dylan Jordan and Robert Henry. Row 4, we'll see Matt Pluck and Daniel Wood. Go back to row number 5, it'll be Jamie Barnes and Heath Mannering. Row 6, it'll be Ben Doherty and Billy Rowley. From row 7, it'll be Daniel Hedderscheid and Phil King. Row 8, it'll be David Turnbull and Matt Priest. From row 9, it will be Paul McKenzie and Craig Brock. Row number 10, it'll be Ben Heron and Simon Honey. Row 11, we'll see Eric Roloffs and Connor McFetridge. From row 12, it'll be Robert Woodworth and Paul Stewart. Row 13, and check it out, Matt Town will line up next to Matt Disney, and the final row on the grid, it will be Marcus Walker out at grid 27. So an impressive lineup for the first race of the series. Tomo, let's see.
It's a good field to start out. Just
Yeah.
one number too high for me personally.
you were pretty keen on the 26, eh? So
Yeah. Oh, let me a 26.
yeah, too right. Yeah, hopefully you guys can hear Tomo okay. It's a bit quiet my end, but I have got him cranked up in OBS, so he should be coming across fine as we get set to go for our first race of the series, a sprint one at that. Timed race. It is set for 16 laps by the looks of things. Which is... but that shouldn't be right, should it? They'll do more than that. I think they're doing about minute 18 a lap. Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, Tomo.
20-minute sprint, so
Yeah. We'll go by fairly quickly. No compulsory stop in this one. That just comes in the feature race. And what was the deal there, Tomo? Just one tyre?
yeah, they have to take one tyre. So I don't know if they've got like the NASCAR system where they can tick one side of tyres, or
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
definitely interesting.
Well, we'll see what happens with that. That's in the feature race, of course. This one just a straight sprint to the finish. 20 minutes the distance. And tell you what, at those qualifying times, not a lot separating those top two cars there of Ewan Baker and Maya Rose. Wouldn't be the first time we've seen contact between those two if it unfolds tonight, so keep an eye on it as we get set to go. And I tell you what, Ewan Baker, he is absolutely gone. Did not
He's
wait.
just absolutely sent it.
Yeah, he has got the jump big time, and perhaps had the same thought in his head. If he could get out front, should be alright. It was really a race to the first corner between these two, but check out the action in behind, and it is going off. Early stages, plenty of passing going on, which is good sign, Tomo. That's what we have come to see.
It's a good start. We haven't even had the invert yet.
Yeah, too right. Oh, Robert Henry there. Absolutely sent it. Up the inside, got the job done. It was just two options in the cars.
Astons or Chevs. I know what I'd go for personally.
And what's that, Tomo?
Oh, I'd definitely be an Aston.
In the Aston, eh?
Definitely be in the Aston.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll tell
I've
you
got my
what,
brand loyalties.
that is exactly what I believe the top three Make it
top
four. Top
possibly
four
even
at
top
the moment.
5.
I think Robert Henry's going to be your first Corvette in the field.
Oh yes, yes, that is.
But check out the margin between the front two at the moment. Still not a lot in it. So any little mistake from Baker and Maya Rose will be there to take
I'll tell you what,
lead
the
away.
three of Jamie Stovall isn't really helping the situation either. He's hanging back by a second, no pressure on Maya Rose. If she slips up, try and make a pass, she's not going to lose second
Yeah, just sort of
unless she does that.
put a wheel off the track there. Didn't really hamper Maya at all there. That margin just remains about the same. So we had a moment here for Billy Rowley, it looks like it. He's dropping through the field. It's back to P22, and we may as well check this car out while we're back here. It looks like Matt Priest now has had a moment. You can see him there in the gravel. And I tell you what, bringing half of that litter box out onto the track there, Tomo. So
Yeah, that big shovel under the Aston Martins, it turns out, just dragged the whole gravel track back onto the track.
yeah, why not? Just make it a bit more interesting there. But check out this livery from Matt Town. He said he had a good livery lined up and absolutely does. The odd Spice Girls running that livery tonight. And, mate, always providing the goods for us to talk about in the comms box, that is for sure. Sits down in P24 at the moment. But out front, it's still Ewan Baker. And it has been a pretty hectic start by the looks of things. Tomo cars going off the track everywhere by the looks.
Still no lid skids. I think we might need to start laying out some curses.
Yeah, see if we can
Maybe start calling it in.
yeah, talk one in, you reckon?
Yeah.
Surely we
You can do it with the yellows on Wednesday. Maybe I can do it on a Tuesday, call in some rollies.
Yeah, hey, I'd support it. Definitely. Spice up your
whoever
life.
said they go better. Whoever said they go better on all four, clearly lying.
Yeah.
You can get some real speed skidding on your roof.
Yeah, too right. Too right. No brakes on your roof, mate. It's just hold on for the ride. We watch here the 999 of Rob Woodworth circulating down in P19 at the moment. It's the field. All got a reasonable amount all between them. You done many laps in the GT1s, Tomo?
A couple years ago, there used to be like GT1s versus GT2s, and I did a lot of racing in the Ford GT2 against GT1s. That's probably the closest I've come.
Yeah, okay.
But it's definitely an interesting car. It's an older tyre model than what a lot of the guys will be used to. Obviously, like pre-rain. These cars themselves are when they would drag gravel onto the track. I think it's even might be the Gen 4 tyre model under these. So it's something the older guys will be used to, just, if anything, unpracticed in.
Yeah, okay. So obviously they don't get too much of an update nowadays then?
Nah, they don't get a lot of updates. They'll probably receive the new tyres and rain at some point. Probably just after we get Pookie.
yeah. Whenever that shall be. So there's plenty of chat about someone being cursed in the chat.
Yeah, that's Hodges. He keeps cursing me.
Oh, yeah.
He's the whole reason my wisdom teeth are coming up.
Full of wisdom at the moment, Tomo. So we're watching here. Robert Henry putting some pressure on the back of the 27. That'll be Carl Sampson. Can he find a way past here? This is a great shot. Sitting on the roll bar, looking out the front. Oh, looks like he got a little bit wrong there. Just got out of shape. Tell you what, Matt Pluck, he won't be too far behind, so any little mistake, that 51 will pounce, no doubt about it. Ewan Baker just stretching that lead out bit by bit, just to under a second now. Tomo, so doing a good job out there first round. Of course, was in a real fight in the last series that they ran here. The old, I call them Indy cars, but what did you call them?
NXT.
NXT.
The next without an E.
Indy Lights.
I thought we were
that's what
Indy
I think.
Lights.
That's what you called them, basically. Yeah, it's a very good competition in that series.
Yeah, very close racing and some oval racing for some people that we don't normally see on ovals.
Yeah, too right. Robert Henry here just ticking along at the moment. Looking for a good run in this
Ewan's
one.
clocked out to a second now, so should we start trying to issue some curses? Start bringing up the fact that it's a nice, clean start to the season.
Yeah, it has been, hasn't it? Well, you mentioned that actually. Let's go back and have a look at some of these incidents that have unfolded out here. We'll start with Simon Honey all the way back on lap 1. See if there's any contact here. Oh, he just gets out of shape all by himself there and turned it around nice and early. Gets back on track though. So Billy Rowley here. It's going to be a bit of contact between him. Oh no, in fact, he's just gone off all by himself there, hasn't he? Oh, and that'll be a Connor Fettridge in the background. Let's just check out what's happened to him. Probably exactly the same. And there you go. Just runs it wide. Not quite as bad as Billy Rowley. So it looks like Matt Priest has come unstuck. Oh! But
It's
again,
just a big slide.
yeah. So a few cars having a early exit off the track here. Ben Heron now. What has unfolded here for the Pennzoil car? Just, gets out of shape, and it's a bit of helping hand as well.
As we say, just about backs back into the racing line. That could have really been a lit skid.
David Turnbull here. Let's see what's unfolded for him. Oh, big slide, contact. And a couple of rounds sideways across the track, and almost. Everyone done a great job to avoid him. Paul McKenzie, is he just involved in that? I believe he's going to be, because he's had to tow. Yeah, so he's had to tow to the pits. Has Mackenzie.
It's quite unfortunate for someone you normally see towards the pointy end.
And let's just check out here Craig Brock, what's unfolded for the 76. And just turns it around, avoids any contact, and will be able to carry on his way. And it looks like Rob Woodworth has just had a moment out there as well before we head back live. Check out what's unfolded. It just gets out of shape under braking.
You can see them loading up the rear as they come down that hill towards the corner. It's just putting all the weight towards the back, and as they power down, too much grip, and around she goes.
Yeah, too right. We're back live now. I'll tell you what, we are well and truly over halfway through Our first race of the season, and it is Ewan Baker just stretching it out even more now. 2 seconds the margin over Maya Rose, who has clear track at the moment as well in the 909. Stovald, it's going to be a further 4.5 seconds back in the number 3. And he is having a much better run than what he had last night in the sprint car, that is for sure. Found himself upside down last night.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
At the moment,
I'm sure he does too.
P3, yeah, I'm absolutely sure he does. Robert Henry doing a great job back and forth. Looking racy this series. Go back to Matt Clark, who has Jamie Barnes not too far back from him. In 6th place at the moment. Heath Mannering having a good run back in 7th. And he's got a big pack in behind him of Dylan Jordan, Carl Sampson, Ben Doherty amongst it as well. And I tell you what, there's not a lot of pink going on for Ben Doherty this round. Mainly the rims.
Yeah, that's the old Jaguar Group C car paint put on a Aston, I think. I'm not quite the historian you are, Brad. Unfortunately, I didn't live through it like you did.
Haven't been there, done that, you reckon? Not yet.
I have not been there, have not done that.
Yeah, I tell you
just,
what, just the side track in Hamilton, we've got a car, pretty sure it's Mad Sounds, their company car looks exactly like that livery. So there you go.
I have been Doherty stealing a random Hamilton business's paint scheme for the weekend.
Yeah, that's exactly where it came from. 100%.
Yeah, 100%. I did have a quick browse just going through the cars, seeing what potentially a few people might be racing, aka looking for the weirdest skin and the pinkest skin. And it was quite hard to find weird and pink skins for these cars.
Yeah, okay.
There's a lot of recreations and that's it.
I think we need to get a petition out there to get Panther Racing after that pink there. Kiwi Sim Racing / Pink Panther Racing. Surely we can get that adjusted in the ATVO.
I think we just need... Yeah, we do need to change that. The other petition we need is just more people painting weird paints and pink paints.
Yeah, so you're right, because Dylan Jordan, he's got a it's an interesting livery.
It's a penciled in one.
Yeah.
I follow the guy who does those because he also does some pretty sick paints.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, he's still known as Peppa Pig Racing from back in the TCR series, so surely we can get Dylan Jordan into a Peppa Pig livery for the season.
I'll tell you what, Brad, there's only 24 hours in a day, but if you drink 8 Masashis, there's 26, and then you can really get some stuff done.
There you go. Tomo's daily
If I do
tips.
that, then there'll be a... if I do that, then there will be a Peppa Pig GT1 paint scheme for him.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I'll tell you what, Matt Pluck here making a bit of a late run back at Robert Henry. Sure, Henry's just starting to fade a little bit in this one. It'll be interesting to talk to Ewan as far as tyre wear goes. Obviously, he is almost out to a 4-second lead now. So we'll be getting his thoughts in between races if we get time. So I think that'll be one of the first questions, how the tyres wear. Normally we see with the GT classes, they've actually got quite good long-lasting tyres, obviously based around endurance championships, aren't they, sir?
Yeah, longer races, harder compounds. Harder compounds, obviously harder to drive, easier to spin out on, but they just last too long.
Yeah. Yeah, this battle it is starting to heat up here. It's one for 4th and 5th at the moment. Robert Henry has done a great job throughout the race so far, but Clark in the 51 putting all the pressure on. So we start running down the clock, 3 minutes and 10 odd seconds to go in the race. And this first race is absolutely flown by.
Absolutely sped by. I've only had to put 3 chat messages in. That's got to be an all-time low for me.
Yeah. Well, you're busy in the comms box, Tomo.
Yeah, busier than normal.
Well, I'll tell you what, at the moment it is all Ewan Baker leading the way, 4.5 seconds back to Maya Rose. Go back to Stovald, and he's almost a further 5 seconds adrift from those cars up front. That battle just, the margin just staying about the same at the moment between Henry and Pluck. Can Pluck find anything in the later stages? Going to have about 2 laps to go, depending where they are on the track.
Oh, my screen went black. I thought for a second that's a power outage.
Thought that was your way out, Tomo?
Yeah, I thought that was my power outage, but no.
Calling
He's
it
just
in.
teasing me.
Trying to call it in, it wasn't there.
Nah, I'm not calling it in. If I was calling it in, I'd be reaching over to the old vodka bottle.
Oh, heck. All right, on board here with Pluck. So tries to track down the 7 of Robert Henry. Got some work to do. We saw him right on the tail not long ago. Just dropped off a little bit. Jamie Barnes, it's about 1.5 seconds further back. And he'll be hoping these two get into each other. It will be 1 lap to go next time by, I'm going to say, Tomo.
Yeah, probably be about 1 to go. Daniel Wood looking set to start off pole in this feature as well.
Yeah, that's right, the top 12 invert. Oh, and Pluck! Oh, you heard the tyres. Just made a little mistake. It hasn't cost him too much ground. Managed to gather it up. But for now, he will sit the P5, Ewan Baker. He'll have 1 lap to go this time by for the race leader. Almost 6 seconds of margin, so the pace in qualifying that Maya Rose hasn't been transferred through to the race pace. 1 minute 18.037 best lap for Baker. 1 minute 18.113 for Maya
It's not often
Rose.
you'll hear me glaze Ewan this much, but like, it's not often you get a guy who's got qualifying pace that can just turn that into race pace with barely any issues. The question is now, how well is he going to be able to make passes in this thing starting from grid 12?
Yeah, tell you right, and I'll tell you what, he's almost going to start putting some cars a lap down. I'm not sure if he's going to get to the back of them. But that is how much of a charge Baker's been on in the opening sprint race of the season. Number 34. Checkered flag is in the air, and he will take out the first sprint race of the season. Go back to Maya Rose, who will come home in P2. Stovald will round out the podium in P3. Go back to Robert Henry. He will managed to hold Pluck off. Will grab himself P4. Pluck in 5th. Barnes will come home 6th. Go back to Dylan Jordan home in 7th. Sampson in 8th. Mannering in 9th. And Ben Doherty in the Pink Panther Racing car will round out your top 10. And well, first race of the season in the books. I tell you what, Ewan Baker, he will be a happy man with the way things went from in that one. But you talk about it, Tomo, the invert now ahead of him. Daniel Wood will start from pole position in our feature race tonight with that invert, and throw in the compulsory pit stop as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, Ewan should be in the waiting room any second. I should probably ask him about that one tyre required to change.
Yeah, I'd say you'd have to do, it's either going to be fronts or backs, ain't it?
I don't know if iRacing has that sort of option. Like, surely they won't just lift the car up, change the right front, and go on their merry way.
Happening. I cannot see that happening. Let's see. We do. We have the man waiting in the room above. I'll drag him in. We'll get his thoughts from the opening sprint race of the season. Ewan Baker, mate, brilliant drive. We saw the times in qualifying. There was not a lot between you and Maya Rose, but looks like you've been able to transfer that pace into some nice consistent race pace, mate. Got the win done in the opening race of the season.
Yeah, good way to start off. Feels like it's been ages since I was in this booth, so yeah, nice to be back. And yeah, I knew Mia is always going to be a tough customer. Like, she is a weapon in anything that's closed roof, so yeah, it was going to be tough, but I knew I could just run the laps if I had the clear air, and yeah, just got my head down and did it.
Yeah, too right. One question I have for you, we spoke about it sort of towards the closing stages in tyre. Was that much of a factor in the opening race there? Will it be a factor in the extended 35-minute race tonight?
It definitely starts to creep in. The rears especially get a wee bit loose. More heard from other guys in the Discord chat that they were struggling a bit more. I didn't find it too bad in terms of balance, so I'll see. Maybe if the temperatures go up a bit, it'll pull in another factor.
Yeah, too right. Of course, that invert to come now for you. You'll be starting a bit further back through the field, so long race can be nice and patient, and we know you've been able to do that in the past. So hey, we'll see what you can do in the feature race tonight. But mate, good start to the season. While you're in here, you want a quick shout out to your sponsors or anyone else you wanted to thank?
Yeah, absolutely. Big shout out to the team at Kiwi Sim Racing, and big thanks as always to the sponsors, Scott Technology, InspireNet, Speed Nation, and Paul McKenzie Thailand.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming in and having a chat with us, Ewan, and mate, good luck for the feature race coming your way in a couple of minutes' time.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks for having me back.
Awesome. There you go. Thoughts from Ewan Baker after he took out the opening sprint race. There you go. So getting it in the chat there. Confirmation you can change just one tyre, but yeah. We'll see. We'll see. If we're getting tyre wear in the rears,
I mean, the race itself is 15 minutes longer. And if you're starting to complain about tyre wear, even if you are not up the front, I think the front guys will be struggling with tyre wear towards the end of that 15 minutes longer.
Yeah, too right. Can you carry a spare like in rally and just change it? Yeah, too right. Well, we learn some new things every week in the comms box, I can tell you that much. And well, tonight, learning you can just change one tyre. There you go.
The question is, if you had to change just one tyre, which one would it actually be? How would you do it and not unbalance the car?
Well, yeah, that is a very good question. That is way over my head too. So,
That's why I'm here and not out there.
Yeah.
I've got no clue.
Mate, I'd just go out there and probably run the tyres off the fronts in probably like 2 laps. No such thing as saving tyres, but hey, like you say, that's why we are up here in the comms box and not worried too much about what's happening down there. One thing, I think we've just missed it. The standard lap in reverse that we see between each race by Dylan Jordan. I think we have just missed out on seeing that. We'll aim to do better next week, Tomo.
Yeah, we always aim to be better.
Whether it happens.
Watches next week's just a one race format anyway. No. Oh, no, it's a triple sprint. So
Yeah,
we've got
triple
2
sprint.
opportunities next week.
Yeah, 2 right.
Hopefully. Well, hopefully not.
2 right. Another busy week next week with 3 nights of action. We've got the Midget Series back on Monday night. Then
Little cars.
obviously round 2 of the GT1 Thunder Series. And Enscar heads to Watkins Glen. And we won't be doing too much calling in that one. We'll kick it back, put on some tunes and watch just what happens.
I mean, if you did want to call it, I'll happily skip that round and jump in the comms box.
You reckon? Call
Oh,
Watkins Glen? Oh, I don't know about that, mate. Not in the NASCARs. It's just, yeah.
They won't run yellows, so it'll be a quick race. I think that might be the first one we go not time certain.
Yeah, well, that is a very good point. That is a very good point. I'm hearing a few things. We'll see. Possibly an earlier start. We'll keep an eye on things there. So at this stage, I haven't had any confirmation around start time tomorrow night, other than it is business as usual, which will be an 8:05 start. So, but let's get ourselves a grid draw up for your feature race tonight. Out of the front row, it's going to be Daniel Wood and Phil King. Row number 2, it'll be Ben Doherty and Heath Mannering. Go back to row number 3, it'll be Carl Sampson and Dylan Jordan. From row number 4, it'll be Jamie Barnes and Matthew Pluck. From row 5, we'll see Robert Henry and Jamie Stovall. From row number 6, it'll be Maya Rose and Ewan Baker. From row number 7, it'll be Daniel Hedderscheid and Billy Rowley. Row 13, we'll see Craig Brock and Eric Roloffs. From row 14, it'll be Matt Priest and Paul Stewart. Row 10, I think we're up to there. Matt Town and Simon Honey. Boy, oh boy. Row 11, it'll be Ben Heron and Connor McFetridge. Row 12, it'll be David Turnbull and Matt Disney. Row 13, we'll see Robert Woodworth and Paul McKenzie. And the final row, again, we'll see Marcus Walker. So I'm going to say that he is not actually in the server. Doesn't look like it at the moment. Same with Connor McFetridge at the moment. Not coming up.
If you want some help with some basic math, Brad, to work out what row you're on,
yeah,
you just halve the
yeah, I
inside
know.
number.
Yeah, I just got distracted. But anyway.
Lost track.
Yeah.
Lost the calculator. Lost the
Yeah.
plot.
Yeah, pretty much. Lost the plot ages ago.
Yeah.
We'll
I
just,
still reckon full grid invert.
yeah, I'd get behind that. Well, let's see what happens here in our feature race. Tell you what, Tomo, it's going to be a fairly late finish tonight. Bit of overtime,
9:30 finish. Ooh.
9:30.
Where do I charge you for that?
Yeah, I reckon. Send the bill to Kiwi Sim Racing.
Yeah, it'll just be like list of items. 1 box of Woodstock
Yeah, is that all?
and an apology.
Yeah, and yeah. and we need to do better.
I don't do better. Just keep sending Woodstock.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. We will get set 35 minutes ahead of us. Feature race, and we are underway. Just like that. We saw it in the first race with Ewan Baker. Got a beauty jump. I'm just trying to pick him up on the lap timing at the moment, and I can't even see him. And he's, oh no, something has gone wrong. See, the curse is real, Tomo.
Yeah, I fully believe in the curse. Don't worry about me. I'm just thinking, you know, maybe that power outage I call for myself is struck elsewhere.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, we are going to watch one hell of a drive through the field for Ewan Baker, because he is dead last at the moment.
Dead last on track or dead last in the piss? Did no one warn him it was starting early or something?
He is still on track. Yeah, well, we'll keep an eye on what's going on there. I'll see if I've got a replay. Ewan Baker towed to pits.
Interesting. Is also we see Ben Doherty go down. Possibly trying to do an almighty lap 1 undercut.
Yeah, so there you go, getting the pit stop out of the way nice and early. So that is very interesting for the 34 of Baker, because now he's back down pit lane again. He's going to get this compulsory stop
tyre changed,
knocked out. Or is he actually doing a penalty there? We didn't see the car go up at all. Oh, there we go. It's up in the air now. So Daniel Wood leads it out, and man, he is going to be on the back foot big time. Is Ewan Baker. And Tomo, mate, are you going to be running an interview tonight or what? We've got cars coming in the pits lane, left, right and centre by the looks of things.
I think I hear the neighbour welding. I will tell you what, Daniel Wood, off to a tremendous lead already, and it's just building on it as well.
Yeah, too right. Of course, a lot of cars have decided to get that compulsory pit stop done very early in the piece, Tomo. So we'll have a look at those cars a bit later on, coming back through the field. We're going to try and figure out what actually unfolded for Ewan Baker, because I don't think I've had a whole lot come up, to be fair, about what has unfolded for Baker out there.
Like I say, you can't even just do a replay of the start.
You got to sort of figure out where that is. That's all I could go back to where he stopped and then rewind it. Because apart from that, nothing has really come up apart from, we got a couple of incidents that have.
I wonder if maybe he's just gone, I won that thing by a mile. Let's make this interesting.
Well, it's quite interesting. He pit stop on lap 0, so I'm not sure what is going on there. Has he started out of the pit lane? No, you can't have. I don't know, Tomo, what has gone on there. We'll have a look at what has happened here for Paul McKenzie, though. A couple of incidents that have unfolded out there. The 36 is going to get a helping hand.
Ooh.
Just gets him out of shape. And he says, that'll do me. That looked like that was Turnbull that got into him, possibly, as we see here Craig Brock in the 76. He is going to go round all by himself. Cars go all sorts of directions. I think that was Maya Rose actually that just managed to avoid that. There's Robert Henry and Simon Honey. Oh, get into each other. And Robert Henry is eventually going to get it all together and gathered back up and back out onto the track. So those have been your early incidents. Apart from the Ewan Baker, that is a complete mystery. But Robert Henry's actually... has he pulled the pin on this one? Looks like he has. Too much damage perhaps, and decided that that's going to be
I
parked
would have
up.
thought these cars were too old for too much. Or maybe, yeah, he just got deported.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Ewan Baker, he's not even coming up on our timing screen, so did he get deported? So that is why he probably hasn't popped up in the replays. We haven't even got him on our timing charts. The old transponder's gone flat.
I was going to say, can we just do a Kempy's catastrophe and just drag him in, even though he's not ready?
Yeah, nah, that probably won't go down too well. Is that margin though you were talking about before? Daniel Wood, he has opened up a sizable lead at the moment. Of course, all these front runners still yet to get that compulsory stop done, and the first on the track that is going to be Ben Doherty at the moment, who sits all the way down in P19. Maya Rose not too far behind P20, and Jamie Stovald as well.
You almost got to wonder if these guys went, hey, if we just do one lap, when we change that mandatory one tyre, it's not going to be too much of an offset. And we keep the car relatively balanced.
Yeah, well, they'll all be pretty much the same wear, won't they? Minus one lap, so... Yeah, and obviously one tyre quicker to change, but it's... purple burglar alarm. Oh, good. He loves that chat. No, Baker's still on the track. I don't know what unfolded for him. We got no report. I guess, hang on, hold fire. What we'll do here is go back to this and just...
Full replay.
Back it up. Wow.
In case you think it's poor.
I don't actually know what's going on there. We can't rewind it any further, so... It's like he's had a disconnect or something.
Well, yeah, there's the safety ute coming down, so he's missed the start.
Yeah.
So he started from pit lane. And you almost wonder if it's a sim rig issue.
There you go. Or he's done it on purpose, just let everyone go. That's a whole chunk of time lost, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and there you go, and he gets underway. So perhaps he elected to start from pit lane, Tomo.
We need Ewan to win now, so we can ask him what he's thinking.
Yeah, what the thought process was. Let's see here.
I'm confused.
Daniel Wood, yeah, it was interesting, wasn't it? It was perhaps just a avoid running in the pack and amongst all the mess, but to be fair, it was a fairly clean start, wasn't it? Again, providing a good start. At the moment, Baker, he's about four odd seconds behind Stovald. And Stovald's a further 4 seconds back from Maya Rose, so Baker's going to have to really find a massive amount of pace to be able to close that margin and find his way to the front of the field. You see all these guys still yet to stop. Everyone down, 17th onwards has stopped.
Obviously, those top guys, they've obviously came through and they've tested it out. But I wonder how much time you actually lose changing all four tires versus changing one.
Tell me something else. You may or may not know the answer to this. What are the dots on the side of the car mean? See, that one's got
No idea.
That one's got 3 lights on it. Okay, it can't be the position because
Nah.
front here he's got 1. Maybe the class. Oh,
Yeah.
he's got 2. Oh, there you go.
Hold on.
And he's got 3. So it's just your podium cars that have the lights on by the looks. So that is clearly just how you pick up the race leader. First, second and third in the running at the moment. Daniel Wood has, obviously with that invert, set him off the front row. But he's managed to increase the lead every lap now up to about 4.7 seconds, the margin over Carl Sampson. Just looking back through the field, not too much in the way of battles going out. Looks like he runs fairly well spread out.
You almost have to think those guys that came in early, they're just tyre saving.
Well, Baker, he is lighting up the timing charts, that is for sure. 1 minute 18.184 last time by. And there's no one even close to that on the timing charts. The closest one was a 1:18.7. Yeah, 1:18.764 from Jamie Stovall. Everyone else is out to 1:19s. So Baker at the moment on a charge. Closed the margin down to a Stovall to just 2 seconds now. So we'll keep an eye on the 34 here. Checking on his progress. We won't really know how the field's sitting at the moment until everyone has done their stops. Tell you what, Hedderscheid, he's come down pit lane and he has had the shortest stop out of everyone. Now is going to be leading the way out of the cars that are stopped in the race.
As I say, Matt Town came down and he just came out behind my rows, so
that's the Spice Girls livery. How good, the 340 of Matt Town. Last series it was the Fillet Fish. This series we have the Spice Girls. It's always good giving us something to talk about, Tomo, in the comms box.
It is always good. I'm just a bit worried about what he's going to choose next, you know what I mean?
Yeah, oh, tell you what, he's heard us talking about him. And he's had a big moment there.
Really call that a commentator's curse.
Yeah. But Wood's still out
you could
front.
try,
Oh,
but
check out this. We've got a bit of a battle going on here. Oh, getting into it. Billy Rowley, Jamie Barnes, he's here. Heath Mannering. Oh, Jamie Barnes just gets out of the way. Don't know if he got a little bit of a helping hand or not, but just had to move fairly quickly to avoid catastrophe.
I wonder if he lost it or he just got a little bit of a nudge.
Yeah, possibly a little bit of a helping hand. Billy Rowley, he was absolutely flying through the middle. I can tell you, Ewan Baker's ahead of Matt Pluck. Pluck's had a moment out there. Matt Town, he had a moment. Rob Woodworth again. A few cars out there. Oh yeah, Matt Pluck has had a moment by the looks of things. So just watching here, Heath Mannering looking to keep Billy Rowley at bay in that 89. See if he can do that. Just over 20 minutes to go in the race, and a couple of DNFs in this one. There, Tomo, Paul McKenzie and Robert Henry both out of the race. Fairly early stages too, as we see more junk getting thrown up onto the track. Let's go back and have a look at these moments that have unfolded out there. This one, the 51 of Pluck, goes up the inside and just gets out of shape. You're short, stopped short of the fence. But that was a huge moment there for the 51.
That would have been real bad.
That's why he's dropped so far down the order. Simon Honey, what has unfolded?
He's just been in the wars, hasn't he?
Maya Rose gets into the 23.
That's got to be a stop and go.
And that is a big slide there for Honey. And just gather it back up. The 999, he's had a moment too. Just gets it wrong. Turns it round, and that's probably going to be the exact same corner that we've seen all the dramas unfold on. And we saw this one live. And Matt Town just gets on the grass, and from there... No, we didn't see that one live. Well, there you go.
I think he was reading my chat.
That was just the first...
He blames us. He saw us on TV. He saw him on TV.
Disney here. You can see David Turnbull up ahead. And they do make contact. So that started here for Turnbull. Got it all wrong. Big slide on, turns it round, and just nowhere to go there for Disney. And I think this is the one that we saw live. Matt Town. He talks about Jordan making himself a highlights reel. Is Matt just trying to go one better here? There you go, it was that one. Rob Woodworth again in the 999. And it is that corner again. Giving everyone some form of grief throughout the night. Matt Disney, he's going to do exactly the same, you feel. And sure enough. And Matt Town he's just making he's getting greedy here, Tomo.
He's wanting more TV time for the Spice Girls.
Yeah, there we go. Big slide for the 340. Perhaps he's got us tuned in, and every time we mention his name, he gets distracted because he's going to do the same here and get out of shape and turn it around. So a few issues out there for the drivers at the moment, and I tell you what, as we go back live, he's done it again.
Oh no.
So creating the ultimate highlights reel tonight is Matt Town in the Spice Girls livery.
It doesn't get any easier for him next week at Belle a tight street circuit.
I love the sound of the street circuit. That is always good. Still Jordan here. Back in P3. And the margins just opening up between the cars. Ben Doherty and Maya Rose probably the ones at having the battles at the moment. The closest on track, in fact. Ewan Baker. He's about 5 seconds now behind these two cars. Find our first car that stopped. And I hope you're ready for an interview there, Tomo. Because our first car on track that has stopped tonight is the 909 of Maya Rose.
Go on, Daniel Wood. Go on.
And if you
Keep
check out the
that
margins, let's have a look at the margins. So 36 seconds is the margin between Maya Rose and Daniel Wood. Looking at the pit stops, The average time, including the stop, is about 32.7 seconds. So at the moment, Daniel Wood would come out still with the lead by about 5 or 6 seconds, roughly. Now, I have been known to be well off before, so...
As we say, you don't quite have the calculator out in front of you. I'm just looking sort of where Carl Sampson comes out here, as he just came down. Seeing where he pops out.
Okay, so Maya Rose is already on the straight, passing him now.
Yeah. And so there's roughly about 8 seconds between them. So it's
Going to be close.
I think it's a lot narrower than your
Than my 5
calculator's
seconds.
giving you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be closer to maybe 2
Yeah, well,
if we're lucky.
we'll keep an eye on it. Daniel Wood out front at the moment. Has had the pace. Of course, Maya Rose was second quickest in qualifying. Pretty much nothing between Ewan Baker and Maya. Oh, moment there for the 909. Oh, turns it round. And that is going to be costly. Sampson will go past. Ewan Baker now will go past. And oh, Maya
Your 5
Rose.
seconds seem a lot more believable now, Brad.
Maya Rose has thrown it away. Interesting there. Just backs it out of harm's way. And will not be a happy camper, that is for sure.
Has she towed?
Was looking strong throughout the race. And yeah, 100% has towed.
Also, who is the ghost in 11th missing on that timing board? Is that Ewan?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Oh man, I tell you what. If I could show you everyone how many times Matt Town has popped up on my timing screen, he's had another moment. Right now.
I would say press print screen, Control C, Control V, but I know you. Get your phone out with your messenger.
I think that might be it now for Matt. I think he may be saying, hey,
enough's enough.
Enough is enough. He's towed to pit lane. And yeah, he tried. There you go. I was just saying, you're making a bit of a highlight reel tonight there, Matt. But hey, I can't talk a lot, can I? At least you're out there giving it a nudge. But it is Wood who still leads it from Dylan Jordan. And wow, that big moment there from Maya Rose. And yeah, pulled the pin.
Well, if you're not first, you're last. I think that's just a little bit too far on your last spectrum, really.
Yeah, Phil King now heads down pit lane, so it's just a matter of time now. So we stand by for your race leader to head down pit lane. At the moment, Ben Doherty is going to be a lead car that has stopped thus far in the race. And of course, that missing piece is there in P10. That is Ewan Baker. I tried doing a lid skid but failed. There you go. So there we go. Okay, we're going to get ourselves a bit of a picture in what is unfolding now as our race leader heads down pit lane. Dylan Jordan will take over the race lead. And are we going to see one of those lights turn off on that car? Or not?
It might just need another lap.
Another lap, you reckon? Yeah, because we've still got one on our race leader. And Jamie Barnes, he's down pit lane as well. So we'll keep an eye on Ben Doherty here. See now, it's down onto the front straight. He's going to get past Barnes as well. Moves up to P3, and he is a long way behind Dylan Jordan, who needs to come in. And in fact, he's lost heaps of time, hasn't he? it seems like he has. It's going to be about 10 seconds behind Daniel Wood. After he has got his pit stop completed. It would have been interesting to see where Maya Rose popped out amongst all of the pit stops that unfolded there. But has become...
It'd be close to see if she was leading or not, but...
Yeah, become part of the casualty list though. 19 cars left running on the circuit at the moment, and we got 17 on the lead lap as well. This battle here certainly heating up out there. Stovall, Daniel Woods amongst it, Carl Sampson as well. So what was our race leader? Daniel Wood by quite a margin. Yeah, has lost out big time amongst all those pit stops.
Because he would have to take more than one tyre stopping this late in the race.
Well, it's interesting that Daniel Wood, he was stationary for about 14 seconds. And his pit stop, Ben Doherty, was 13.1. But the overall stop, it was about 1.2 seconds slower, and that's down pit lane, so it'll probably, transfer to quite a bit of track time, you'd think. Should be at least 20 times. What's that of? Oh yeah, how many times you show up? Yeah, it's quite a lot. It is Dylan Jordan who leads the way. Yet to do a stop, and if you go off the margins there, man, there's going to be nothing in it between Dylan Jordan and Ben Doherty after the pit stops. 8 minutes to go in the race, and that light has changed. There was mention of maybe needing some fuel. People might need fuel. I don't know if that has eventuated or not.
I think we need to make it happen.
Make it happen, you reckon? Billy
Make it
Rowley's
happen
down
round
pit
two.
lane.
Ewan with quite the recovery drive, despite not being able to see him on the timing charts.
Yeah, P9.
It's quite the powerful knowledge now, knowing that all I need to do to destroy your timing tower is miss the start of the race.
Yeah. Yes. And then you disappear. I could do a restart, but we won't bother. We've managed to get this far through the race, Tomo, so...
It only took me like a solid 20 minutes to notice that there was a blank space missing.
Well, I can tell you we're just under 7 minutes to go in our feature race tonight. Still in Jordan, who leads the way at the moment. Still needs to head down pit lane, but he's actually stretching out the lead at the moment.
As I say, he's in open space. He's got no one around him. This is the time you go down and you go as fast as you can.
Yeah, so it's going to be a very close thing to see whether he has got enough margin to be able to head down pit lane and still come out in the race lead. Great way to round out the night here at Mid-Ohio for Dylan if he can get it done. As far as our laps go, we've got 5 laps left, and here we go down pit lane now. So we'll keep an eye on the situation of Stovall. So something's happened to Doherty.
There's a bit of damage on the back of that car. I did notice like a big change up in the grid, in the water. I initially actually thought it was Daniel Wood. Something happened to him.
Okay, I can tell you that Ewan Baker, he had a big moment on lap 20.
Oh, yeah, no, he did. That missing bars dropped all the way down to P15.
Yeah, so he got a meatball flag from it. We'll check out what has unfolded here as we get to the final 5 minutes. Let's just see what's happened to the 34 here. He's obviously been collected by another car coming through, I'm going to say. Oh, tell you what, Billy Rowley just slams into the side. So, mate, I'm going to say oil on the track, why not? But big damage to both of those cars. And yeah, check out the right front there on Ewan Baker's car. That did not turn into the next corner very well at all, did it?
That's more toe-in than you'll ever need.
Let's just see what's happened to Doherty. Just a little bit of netcode there by the looks of things has been the problem there. That's why he's dropped down the order, but something must have happened a bit earlier for Baker as well. Heath Mannering here. What's unfolded for him? Oh, just loses the rear end and the car goes around. Daniel Wood does exactly the same. Well, back live. Race leader Dylan Jordan, and check out the margin.
Yeah, I know.
He
had 10 seconds after he came out.
I tell you what, he has had an unbelievable pit stop. 10.1 seconds was the time stationary for Dylan Jordan. A total time of 28.7 seconds down pit lane, like 5 seconds quicker than anyone else.
How do I get that pit crew for NZiRL?
Yeah, they have done an outstanding job, and the margin is huge. And it looks like he is going to run away with the feature race tonight. Sampson and Stovall. Under a second between these two in the closing stages as Ewan Baker goes quickest lap of the race. Down in P15, and man, I tell you what, the invert race again has just shaken up the championship standings big time after race one. Obviously only race one, Ewan Baker getting the job done, but a P15 in race two. It's going to be interesting to see who lies where. We'll be able to show you that before we end the stream tonight.
It'll definitely be Stovall leading, I think.
Yeah,
and
he's
probably
had
Sampson in second, and then possibly Dylan Jordan third.
Yeah, Stovall.
I can't remember where Dylan finished in the first one though, so it'll be interesting to see. That's for sure.
Stovall's had a outstanding night tonight. He'll be much happier with his drive tonight than he had with his night last night in the sprint car. So we just watched the 27 here, Carl Sampson. 9.1 seconds off the lead. Just looking to try and close the margin there to Stovall, see if he can get a late pass in this one. A couple of laps to go before your race leader though, who has done a magnificent job out front in the 21. 8.7 seconds, make it 8.8, the margin across the line. And we'll sneak one more lap in after this one, I believe, Tomo.
You'd almost just want to slow down a bit to get the white flag on the next lap.
You wonder if you'll be last in the championship. I could definitely have a look at that for you, but a couple of retirements in this race. You been one of them?
We need to get both of us out there for one round. WHDing it.
Yeah, I'll get on the keyboard. I've actually got an old wheel here, Logitech wheel.
Yeah, it's probably newer than my one. Away you go.
No, I don't know what it is actually. It's sitting in my cupboard for a maybe moment, but we'll see. We won't talk about coming out of retirement, that's for sure.
The old retirement home's got its grips firmly
well
around
and truly.
your rig.
So we watch here, Dylan Jordan, he'll grab the white flag this time. It'll be 1 lap to go in our feature race here at Mid-Ohio. The 21, comfortable margin back to second place at the moment, 8.5 seconds over Jamie Stovall. Carl Sampson, he'll be happy with his start to this championship, that is for sure. P3 in this one, and man, there's one thing that can shake up a championship. It's a bloody top 12 invert, isn't it? Love it.
I mean, next week we have a top 8 invert and then a top 12 invert.
Yeah, okay, so that's for the 3 sprint race.
Yeah, for the 3 sprint format. So anything can happen around the street circuit.
Steer the Spice Girls wagon. An absolute pearler of a livery there for you, Matt. It was well worth the wait. There's checkered flag in the air for your race leader, the 21 of Dylan Jordan. He is going to take out tonight's feature race here at Mid-Ohio. Jamie Stovall, he is going to hold on to P2 from Carl Sampson in third. Jamie Barnes will bring it home fourth. Daniel Wood and Ben Doherty go back to Heath Mannering, who will just hold out Matt Clark. Matt Priest gets inside the top 10. He's going to come home in P9. Eric Roloffs, he'll be happy with the top 10 finish tonight. And Ewan Baker, he is going to recover again and finish just out of the top 10 in P11. Paul Stewart will bring it home 12th, and we're going to have a race down to the line between Heron, Brock and Phil King. Billy Rowley, he is eventually going to bring it home P16 from Simon Honey. Rob Woodworth is sending donuts out there. He's already finished. He was a lap down along with Matt Disney as well. And that is your running order for the feature race. We will get your championship standings up on screen for you right now. And you are correct. Tomo, Jamie Stovall leads the way. Just a couple of point margin back to Dylan Jordan. Then you go back third, equal Jamie Barnes and Carl Sampson. Pluck will round out the top 5. And look how costly that P11 finish is for Ewan Baker in the end. He's going to be 16 points off the championship lead. But it is fairly close. Well, it's fairly new in the season. We're only 1 round in. Of course, 10-round series as we get through the rest of the standings. And I tell you what, you have not got last place in the championship, Matt. P23 at the moment, 120 points. That is the current standings order. We'll get in our race winner from our feature race tonight. It is Dylan Jordan. Dylan, mate, I tell you what, it looked like a great cool down pit lane that in the end has resulted in you coming away with a fairly convincing win. 8.5 seconds the margin, but we noticed your pit stop 5 seconds quicker than anyone else in the field.
Yeah, I think it was one of those ones where being the 5th fastest and just seeing what happens turned out to be the best play. I wasn't the quickest on the track, but everyone else seemed to find a way to fuck it up.
Yeah, too right. But, mate, it was a brilliant job. You managed to hold on for pretty much the majority of the race once everyone came in, got their pit stops done. There was a bit of action going on behind you, but nice clean sailing out front and a good way to round out the night. We got you P2, was it P3 possibly?
Yeah, pretty happy with P2 or P3, to be fair. Like I said, I think in practice I was running about 9th or 10th, and I think I qualified 4th, but it was because I got a nice draft. So
Yeah. Yeah, 2, right? Yeah, we have got you 2
P2 was pretty
points.
good.
2 points off the championship lead, so it's certainly a good way to get the championship underway. That is for sure. Long championship, 10 rounds this one, so still a long way to go, but a great way to kick off the season for yourself. While you're in here, any sponsors, anyone you wanted to thank, Dylan?
Oh man, I just had a look at your stream. Apparently, I've got to thank Peppa Pig Racing.
Yeah.
But no, the guys at KSR Speed Nation, Paul McKenzie Thailand's come on recently as well, and Inspire Net, and then just same to you guys for running it all on the stream side.
Nah, awesome. Well, we appreciate you coming in, having a chat with us after that feature race, and mate, good luck for the rest of the season. We may chat to you again at some point.
Yeah, with a bit of luck, I'll see you next week.
Awesome. Cheers. There you go. Thoughts from tonight's feature race winner, the 21 of Dylan Jordan. And we just, I know, Jamie, you're waiting in the wings there for a chat, mate, but if you're watching, we just chat to our race winners for the races here at KSR, but appreciate you jumping in the waiting room anyway. But big shout out to everyone who has tuned in tonight for the racing. Big thanks, Tomo, for the call, the helping hand, mate. Hopefully your tooth recovers in time, and we'll be back again for round 2 next week.
Yeah, should be all good to go for the street circuit next week. Plenty of lid skids, surely.
Yeah, plenty of action in the concrete jungle, no doubt about it. But again, big shout out to everyone who tuned in tonight. Don't forget, tomorrow night, NZiRL coming at you. We go to Texas live from around 5 to 8. Make sure you tune in for that one. Until then, enjoy the rest of the evening, and we'll see you all tomorrow night. Cheers.